to open up and utilize the flashbangs and Molotovs. They got set up a smoke also in towards Mini. It's ZywOo spamming his way forward, only able to get one. The Molotov damage with the flashbang support gives Siren the kill, and from beyond the smoke, Spinks will also drop up in heaven. dupreeh is suppressed, but Magus has the close vent corner, gets his double, Chopper doubles back, and leaves it all on Apex to try and clutch this pistol here. Bombs in the open, can get picked up, and Apex might be left out in the open, gets Chopper instead to a 1v1, and starts looking for Wonderful, the wonderful frag that could present himself through the crack angle between the two barrels, out towards the left-hand side. It's Wonderful with the kill, and Spirit with the pistol.
What a statement coming through from Spirit, opening up that squeak door, coming out and allowing themselves to explode towards the gate side. You saw ZywOo to the top of hut, only getting a 1-for-1. Rotates coming up from heaven very quickly. For Vitality, it seemed like they wanted to pin
again towards the lobby and outside defaults, looking for the upper execution again, and very quickly so. dupreeh having to tuck his head away from the fire, but getting Patsy out in the open. One kill found, has got virtually no more support, but Spinks comes in from heaven, provides that. dupreeh doubles up, flies past Magus, but Magus gets the kill instead. It's all on Siren in the 1v4 here to try clutch it for Spirit. He struggles with all of his against the AWP's position, might force ZywOo to make a mistake or just otherwise challenge him with a sheer legion of force, but those two kills come out from that AWP, and Chopper and Wonderful not feeling so wonderful after that particular play. ZywOo's even dipping in for a little bit more here. These are anti-eco frags, and finally he'll pay for it. Patsy with one on the turn, two on the turn in fact, 3v3. There'll be much more coming out from him. He'll fight on because he doesn't have a choice here, and does get dupreeh with a pretty sick shot. Now to rotate into the A site. He might still secure a plant towards back here. They are going to be very quick to the rotates though.
Hey, he should be able to get this. This is actually looking like a fantastic eco.
Good smoke on Spinks, going to draw their attention into the top of the hut position. Magix gets the kill on ZywOo. dupreeh locks out the spray, but gets nothing for it. It's all on Spinks now from the rafters, lining up two, turning around for the triple, and even the... And there's ZywOo with the opening frag of the round, just past the minute marker. Patsy is down, and Magus just lines up two. Chopper can trade, but Spinks has gone in much. A couple of footsteps can be heard. I reckon those are Spirits, though. Now they engage for realsies out towards Hell position. It's Apex blinding Magix, kicking things off on the half on the right foot. Wonderful, however, gets a kill. Can't double up. ZywOo and dupreeh just back in control. Patsy's doing everything he can to defend Mini. Gets that first alongside Siren. The crossfire's locked. dupreeh and Apex are down. The Condor's the big concern. Back's turned towards it. The man's walked out. That's Patsy. Side turn. Glock can't land the headshot. He gets it together in the end and turns 180 where Siren is there to get his triple. One kill, maybe even two to try and hold this round together. The time is running short. Eventually they get those wall bangs, and Wonderful gets caught off by Spinks. Chopper on the wraparound sees where Apex is. His backup of Siren is right behind him, but it's the two SMGs versus the 4 rifles from Vitality. Two players isolated by Siren though. He's brought it back to a 2v2.
Didn't look doable at all. Thought we'd see the initial save, but ZywOo's still alive and he's on 100 points of health. This is where it could be class in the post-barn.
dupreeh's also on a very awkward off angle. Siren might not account for this. Yes, he does. Brings it all on ZywOo now to clutch this round. Back sight, ready and watching. The bomb plant position, both players heard. Kill found against Chopper. Last man wrapped around the corner at the same time, and he pre-fires it easy. Open bomb plant. It is kind of held off for old Toxic, so it doesn't make it the easiest to prepare for that ramp position. But here come two CTs, wrap the corner. ZywOo gets them both. The perfect spray. Back to a one-on-one. Engages against Wonderful and wins another triple. Another multi-frag to bring him to 25 kills in this map up. It's 14-6. Could, of course, still lead to the conversion, and that's ultimately what they're looking for, to try and deny Vitality's second-round confidence that they've demonstrated in this series so far. But it starts off with Apex's scout getting two shots to Wonderful, one of which was a... Slow walking their way forward. Chopper spraying, and ZywOo gets his pick for it. Apex continuing to tag away, continuing to find the shots that he needs to set up the players like ZywOo to get his kills in. Quadra in this round to kickstart his own game and continue to extend upon the incredible numbers that he had from Nuke. Remember, ZywOo was the man of the hour. But Spirit here in this next round, the follow-up stacking of the USPs, getting overwhelmed at this one, so it looks like all that damage being done. Just make itself back up with a very easy round without a casualty on the board of the T-side line. Celebrations on their own right here on the Vitality side. A 3-1 start comes in for them. Spirit up to the guns here. The M4s as standard as you would expect. Behind the goes, he's going to watch past the crack angle, see the flashes inbound. Actually, a smoke coming down there instead. A flash goes over to the wide side. Chopper out in the open with Siren at the crossfire, and the lockout comes in from the CT forces. Siren, in fact, makes it a triple, and it will be a second round for the Spirit score. A much better basis to work from. confident basis for Spirit to work with now to convert into the next round. Wonderful already starting things off so well. PadzE behind the tarps. Head of the smokes, they are aware of what's going on here. The sprays back and forth will eventually lead towards a kill for the T side, but Wonderful quick to make his way back up and find Dupree. 4-on-3, and he's even hunting for Apex around this corner. He'll be...
Wonderful with the orb, gonna get tested again. Oh, what another great shot that is from him.
Can he get the ace? Spinks is putting ace towards him, 10 points of health, but he lands his one bullet, and that's all he requires. Full ace for Wonderful, first in this series, and Spirit are back in control. We have a game on our hands now, Dweg.
It seems like it.
Sheer Wonders go out for the CT side, that's their last bit of util. Checking out the back corner, Apex up close and personal, gets a kill, turns on Siren, but Chopper gets him back, Spinks trades on one, only one, Magisk alone, 18 HP, but there's no time on the clock, Siren checks it, headshot found, Wonderful being stalled out here, connects his kill, but has he got time for the defusers? A little bit late to sticking it, but I think he'll hold this round indeed. Still some lost elements here for the Spirit boys, Magic's in particular, only 4 kills, PadzE's not lost in the pistol though. Set the line up for the retake. Utility in with the nades. Onto Magic's dead to rights on Apex. PadzE rounds that corner, but Spinks deals with the Julius of ZywOo. Yet to even get started. Flicking back as Wonderful turns into a 3v3 and doubles up to 2 now. Magic's and Spinks moving their way forward. Spinks caught off. Magisk alone now. A 1-on-3 for his own right. Taps on the head of the first man, but cannot get the second. Player sets up towards his alley position. ZywOo's orb leaning closer. Landing on Siren and looking back to the site to focus on even more. Apex going to charge forward ahead with the incendiary. Chopper gets his kill. ZywOo backs off. Chopper gets Spinks as well. 10 seconds, but PadzE's down, and Chopper's got 2 points of HP to win a 1v2 clutch. They know what's going on. They'll just tap their way and slow things down, disallow the plant, and disallow the round. ZywOo did so much here from alley. The Molotovs being sent up and over towards tarps instead of landing outside of alley entrance, and that gives ZywOo the perfect window to make it 2-3. Siren's down. Wonderful. Can't live up to his namesake. ZywOo's at least missed a shot to the flashbang, but it won't matter. And the most likely with the AK in hand, but he's already missed his shot. Does find Dupree. Still a player to find in Magisk. Sees them all. 3-man crossfire lot. The flashbang provides support, but Spinks' AWP chimes back. Shots in from the CT forces. Apex provides a little bit more, but gets traded by Wonderful. A 2-on-2, 20 seconds. Spinks sees one, lands on Wonderful, and it's both the AWPers standing to close this series out the vitality. 13 seconds, and Siren leans around the corner. Desperate for ZywOo, sees Spinks, but ZywOo's there for the trade.